Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time.
It's the Mex...
Here.
This bout.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The jab not finding its target. Couldn't land that jab. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally, they're about to go at it in the ring.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that hook. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Benavidez that last round. After what we saw in that last... And there's the bell for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut doesn't land. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. There's a counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Go fight to the counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about David Benavidez that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. Let's get it started in round three. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. How about that time counter shot? You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. Do you believe this? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
No rest for the weary. That counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that. On to the fourth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Counter punching. Do you believe what we're seeing? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think you've got to get him inside close round.
He wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Fantastic punch. Beautiful counter punch. He just misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. Back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That counter shot lands. These two were made for each other. They exchange punches.
halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Still
for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Insane action. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. Talk about a... This is the beginning of round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Beautiful counter shot. Punch, counter punch. No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. David Benavidez in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Here
we go. It's round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter punch. It's all offense all the time. It's bombs away. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Those counter punches have to hurt. He scores with the counter. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter shot. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. Oh my goodness. I want to see see that one more time.
I need to see that.
Are you okay? You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.